How you doing, guys? It's Danny K. Welcome to the Masculine Alpha Club, where we try to help build men to be the most masculine and alpha version of themselves. Starting from me, I'm on my journey to be the best version of myself. It's not easy. I'm still building myself. Let's get into the topic of today, though. Why you need to master the ability to be alone. Why you, as a man or even as a female, be watching this, it's mostly for men. Why you need to master the ability to be alone. Number one, you can't know yourself or master yourself with other energies and other people's presence around you. Remember that. You can't master yourself when you have X over here, you have your girlfriend over there. You're always around other people, and the energies will go into your sphere and mess up what you have going on. You can't master yourself when somebody else is coming and telling you problems, so now you become a master of their problems. Someone else comes in, they have issues in their life, they're taking it out on you. They have to master what's going on with them. Now your mind is divided. Because you have other people's energies. You have other people's presence that coming into your sphere of influence. And they're not conforming to what you have going on. You end up splitting your attention to all these influences and not yourself. So that's the first reason. You need to know yourself. And by knowing yourself, you have to eliminate other people's energies. You have to eliminate other people's presence. And that requires you to spend time alone. That requires you to spend time in that dungeon. That requires you to go to that dark place, the hard place. And it's not easy. It's not going to be fun, especially if you're not used to it. It's not going to be fun, but it's a must do. It's a good quote that I like. Before you master the world, you have to master yourself. Before you can master all these things, all these people, Kemet and all this, all day, the world is all messed up, and then you won't have $1 in your bank account. The world is all messed up, and you're here fat. The world is all messed up, and you're not working on your goals and your vision and your dreams. Because you have all these energies and all these presences, and they don't have to be here physically. It could be mentally. It could be what you're listening to. It could be what you're paying attention to. Sometimes you're paying attention to something that's not paying you. Like I said, I'm invested in this YouTube thing. I don't know how this might play out. This might blow up. This might not. But I'm going to invest in this. It will have an all right in the future. But in order for me to even do these videos, I have to be by myself. I have to spend time alone so I could give good topics, so I could give good information to you guys. So that's the first thing. You need to know yourself, master yourself, make that a goal purpose in yourself. That's why you need to master the ability to be alone. You need to master yourself, literally. Number two, you get to think, strategize, plan ideas, purpose, and also your life. A lot of people are lost in this world. A lot of people don't even know themselves. Since we were raised from birth, we were given our identity, we were given the religion we're supposed to believe in, we were given how life's supposed to be, we've been put in this world, and people impose their ideas and their philosophies on us. Which I'm not saying we should be, take all to hell without. No, I'm not saying to hell with that. But I'm saying also have your ideas and your philosophies that you could depend on, that you could ride on, that works for you. There's some things that I implemented in my life and that worked for me. Somebody else could be like, oh no, do this, read this. And I'm looking like this, why would I do that when that does not work for me? When that hasn't been working for me? When I've been doing X, Y, and Z and I'm seeing way more progress in my life by doing X, Y, and Z. By spending time alone, you need to think, strategize, and plan your life. And you're not living life on what somebody else wants you to do. You're living life on your terms. Like I always say, you want to drive the seat of your life. If somebody's helping you to get to a destination, that's a different case. But the other people that's telling you to get to the destination that will benefit them. But you could go over here, make a right here. Because their stop is at that right there. And it'll benefit them. They're not looking in your best interest. Taking that right might delay you a couple days, might delay you a couple years, might delay you a couple weeks, but they don't care as long as they get to their destination. So you as an individual, you need to think, strategize, and plan You really need to do that. It's a must. That's the second. You have to strategize and plan your life. How do you want to live your life? Get a piece of paper out. How do I want to live my life? How do I want to make my money? What do I want to do? How can I get to this? What type of lifestyle do I want to live? Do I want to get married? Do I not want to get married? Do I want to be a bachelor? Do I not want to be a bachelor? Do I want to have kids? Do not want to have kids? A lot of people float through life because they don't have time to be alone and actually think about their life. So you end up going to what another person wants you to be. That's why a lot of men having all these divorces. A lot of men are in bad marriages, a lot of bad relations, because now somebody else is coming in the picture and that's dictating what they want. And we sometimes people been through that. I know how that feels. Sometimes you'll have to kick some people in your life. You have to plan and strategize how to kick these people off in your life. Whether it be that they don't want to leave, whether they could have mental issues, they could be crazy. You had to literally sit down and scheme and strategize. How can I get this person out of my life? How can I get this vice out of my life? How can I get this problem out of my life? How can I get this thing out of my life? As I always say, peace of mind is everything. Peace of mind is everything. And when you think, strategize, and you plan your life, things might not go according to plan, but you'll be very damn close, better than the next person. Better than the next person. My mom always told me, if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. And that's what happens to a lot of people. A lot of people live life of failures because they didn't plan. I just want to have a kid. What type of selfish thing is that? I just want to do this. What type of selfish thoughts, selfish ideas that we have that we don't think about the bigger picture? Because we don't plan the strategy. We don't sit down and think. Literally for 10 minutes, what can I do? How can I become better? I sit down, please. How can I make my YouTube channel better so whoever's watching, listening could gain nuggets, could gain knowledge from this? I really do be thinking like that. But if I had other people around, I would not be thinking that, because now I'm like, let's go here, let's go there, let's do this, let's do that. Now my mind is divided. And I realized this, me growing up, a focused mind will go nowhere. I mean, an unfocused mind will go nowhere. You'll not go anywhere with an unfocused mind. You'll not go anywhere without a plan, with a proper plan and strategy. You won't. That's why you need to master the ability to be alone. Now on to the last reason why you need to master the ability to be alone. You get comfortable with your presence, and you don't need to depend on other people, stimulus, simulations, or things. I'm gonna repeat that again. You're comfortable with your own presence. Now, since you master yourself, you know what you like. Me, when I'm studying or working, I like having a nice candle. I like having a nice candle right next to me while I'm working. I like having my notebook out when I'm working. I like having a relaxed vibe when I'm working. But I'm starting to master myself. So you have to master yourself. And that's how you get comfortable with your presence. And you don't need to depend on other people's. I know a lot of men, even females, that depend on their spouse for closure, for things that they cannot feel, that a human cannot feel. Only God or the Most High can feel it, if you believe in that. Or nature, if you believe in that. Whatever you believe in, there's some things that a person can't physically feel. Their voice that a person can't physically feel. And that's why a lot of relationships are failing today, because a lot of people are looking to fill that void in themselves by getting another person. They're looking to fill that void by getting to stimulate stimulants. Getting high, extremely high, getting drunk, blackface drunk. And simulations by always playing video games. Video games, VR, porn. These are simulations. Or things. They're physical things in this world. There's nothing wrong. I will never say nothing wrong. I always say money master the death of me. But you gotta know at the end of the day, if you depend on things that's on sand, the foundation on sand, you will always fail. You're always doomed to fail. But when you're comfortable with yourself, you're comfortable with knowing where you're gonna go. Me, I'm comfortable with myself. I'm like, dang, I'm slacking right now. But I'm like, this could be a big thing. This YouTube channel could be big one day. I'll sacrifice sleep. I sacrifice things in my life to fulfill my goals. I'd rather hustle for 10 years to live my life as a champion than hustle for 40, 50, 60 years and live as a failure, in my eyes, in my book. So somebody else might not see the vision. Somebody else might look and be like, then you ain't going nowhere. You don't got a big base, following base. You're not doing nothing. But me, I'm comfortable with myself. I'm comfortable with my presence. And I'm realizing, damn, as I get comfortable with my presence, I'm bettering my presence every day. On a day, I'm trying to better my presence. So I don't have to depend on other people, other stimulants, simulations or things. Because I see what happens when people depend on it. And every time I've done, everybody done me wrong. I've been lied to. And I've lied too. I'm not going to lie. But I've been lied to. I've been cast away. I've been set aside. I sacrifice. But by mastering to be alone, I'm comfortable with that. I'm comfortable with somebody. I'm comfortable with even my own family looking at me like, yes, you're a disown. I'm comfortable with that. I don't want that, but I'm like, okay. I'm comfortable with people coming in my life. I don't like it, but me, I'm not going to hold anybody against their will. Because I'm comfortable with my presence. Me, I believe in the Most High. I'm like, as long as I have the Most High, I don't need nobody else. People will come in my life. I want them to come in my life. If somebody will help me and be benefit me, I want that. But if they want to leave my life, I don't mind because I'm not dependent on that. I'm dependent with my presence and my connection to the Most High. If you don't believe in the Most High, the connection between you. Always remember that. What's the word? Damn, I forgot the word. I'm going to summarize everything. Why you need to be the master. Why you need a master to be alone. 1, master yourself before you master the world, you must master yourself. You can't know yourself with other energies and presence around you. That's the first one. Number 2, you get to think, strategize, plan ideas, purpose, and your life by being alone. By mastering the ability to be alone. 3, you get comfortable with your presence and you don't need to depend on other people, stimulus, simulation, or things for your happiness or to fulfill that void. You don't need to do that. That's why you, gentlemen, even ladies watching this, need to master the ability to be alone. Welcome to the Masculine Alpha Club. We'll try to help build men to be the most masculine alpha version of themselves. Start from myself. There's nothing I'm going to say in front of the camera that I'm not trying to work on myself. I'm open with you guys. I'm open and honest with you guys. I'm open, and that's one thing I try my best to be, is open and honest with you guys. From the jump, and if you think, call me out. If you think I'm being fake, call me out, because I'm real. I'm not this guy that tell you, oh, I have this, I have that. No. I'm building my life right now. I believe you guys can do the same. Master to be the ability to be alone, to have a better life.